cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Carry for the former Buckeye J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He's brought down 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. third down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
At their own back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another 49er. 1st and 10 at the 20.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at
A
the
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
That's good.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap, and again to Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A loss of 18 yards.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Check 55, Mike. Touchdown, defense. Mike 55, Mike 55. We own them. Mike 55, Mike 55.
2nd and 11. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, he dropped to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
You got three down. Mike 35, too little.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Point after here coming up. And it is now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Cardinals, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The football going back over to Arizona now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Finding Harris over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12.
On first and 10, here's Murray.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. To throw again. Murray. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
To number 86.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and the pressure gets to him again. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on third and long. Murray forced out to his left. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Being chased out left. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter.
And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over first down.
It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
Always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw here, hauled in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
And 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Cardinals, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Single. Watch 8-9, watch 8-9, it's yours. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They get this out left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now here in Santa Clara. 35. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the gun on third down, Murray. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a short return to the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
14-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Harris has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this would not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down, Murray. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Roughing the passer defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Murray now on first down. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 10-yard line.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
A loss of 2 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
On the 47-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town.